What is up, guys? Welcome back to another absolute of a video. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be walking through exactly how I'm setting up testing campaigns for every single one of my products using cost caps to reduce my downside and set a parameter for Facebook to only spend essentially when it can hit and make me a profit. So this is the exact way I'm setting up testing campaigns as of right now. As you guys know, I've been experimenting a lot with different setups, ASC, CBO, ABO. So we'll get into it in this video, but I figured it'd be very helpful to just watch me go through this live so you guys can see the process from start to finish of launching a product, and you can copy and follow along in your own ad accounts as well. So this is the product that we will be testing. And we're testing this on a general store. The reason why I like testing on a general store is it gives me a ton of flexibility, because I firmly believe, and I've seen through my own experience, that winning products will sell regardless of the store that you sell them on. So you can use a general store to be able to test multiple different niches, and then you can take those winning products and move them into one product or niche stores. And if you think this looks a little bit out of place, let me show you a couple of stores really quick. Okay, so Williams-Sonoma, this is a brand, and they have retail locations here in San Diego, multiple locations, and these guys sell literally everything. They sell cookware, cook tools, cutlery, electrics, bakeware, food, tabletop and bar, home essentials. Like, they sell literally everything, and they just have this really clean brand name, Williams-Sonoma, and you can't really tell like what what they sell just based off the brand name. Like, when you hear that name, unless you know the brand already, you're not thinking of a specific niche or you have no expectations as to what they're going to sell. But if I just go into their new arrivals, or actually if I just go into new, you're going to see all kinds of products. And I've seen in my experience that a winning product, even if it's a problem solver, will sell on a store that looks just like this. So this is the product. The reason why I'm selling this is because I saw this thing absolutely blow up on TikTok Shop. So I decided to try and replicate this and do a quick test, and probably do a follow-up video to this one to let you guys know how the test went. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the ad account and create the testing campaign. So we're in our ad account. We're going to go ahead and press create. We're going to do a sales campaign, and we're actually going to be experimenting with, if it shows, Advantage Plus. So let's go ahead and throw Advantage Plus on as well. And we're going to give this a very simple name. We're going to give this our product title. So right there. Sometimes I won't even put in, I'll just put like, just to keep it a little bit briefer. And then we're going to put in 3 different numbers in the actual name itself. We're going to put our break-even cost cap. So our BE right there. Then we're going to put in, we're going to put in our profit target cost cap, which is the cost cap. All right, let me back up and explain. So break-even cost cap is basically what is our break-even CPA, or cost per acquisition. So in other words, then the way you calculate that number is you take your sale price minus your cost of goods, and that gives you your gross profit. And gross profit is basically just the profit that you make after you pay for cost of goods. That remaining amount is how much you have left to spend on ads. If you spend more than that remaining gross profit, then obviously you'll be negative, so you'll be losing money. If you spend less than that, then whatever is left over, you actually keep and is profit. So that's our break-even cost cap, or break-even CPA, which will become our break-even cost cap. Then we have our PT, or profit target cost cap. And this is basically the CPA, or cost per acquisition target, that we need to hit to produce a certain percentage of net profit. Usually I shoot for anywhere from 20 to 30% profit per transaction is how I set that CPA target. So that's that. And then here is where we will set what is called the TCC, or what I call the testing cost cap. So in other words, testing cost caps, for me, I like to set 20% below my break-even point, because it's a little bit difficult to get cost caps to spend right out of the gate, right at your profit target. Just because it's usually a new product, new account sometimes, new store. So the testing cost cap is set to, or the cost cap that we set when we're testing a product is set to just slightly below the break-even point, because we're basically giving Facebook the maximum allowable CPA that we can spend before we go into the red. Now, in certain instances, I will use just our break-even cost cap if I want to be more aggressive. But if you're someone who's testing products, then I would recommend you start on the testing cost cap. And if it's spending, you can gradually reduce down to the profit target cost cap. So I'm pretty superstitious. I'm going to leave the plus shopping campaign in there just because I think I don't know. I'm superstitious like that. So you can delete that if you want to, though. And we'll fill in these numbers, but let's go ahead and set up the campaign really quick. Advantage Plus catalog ads, you're going to turn off. Website only. Do not do website and shop. Maximize number of conversions for the pixel. Select your pixel here. Then the cost cap, which we'll get into in a second. Now, attribution setting, I've been messing around with a few different conversion settings. Right now, I'm really liking click only attribution. So particularly 1-day click. Basically what this says is I want to optimize for people who are going to convert at my cost per result goal 1 day after clicking. So it's a very, very short window. Whereas if you're on 7-day click, you're basically telling Facebook, I want you to hit my cost per result goal over the course of 7 days. So because I want to be a little bit more strict on my attribution settings and I want to optimize for people who are going to buy today, then I'm going to set mine to 1-day click. All right, so let's go down. Now, in terms of the audience locations, feel free to add in your locations that you want to sell to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, so I've gone ahead and added in the countries. Now, as you can see, I have a pretty extensive worldwide list here. And the reason for that is because I'm basically selling to all of North America, all of EU, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Southeast, pretty much all of the Southeast Asian countries. So there's a bunch of countries here. Reason for that is because I found that even if when I throw in a bunch of countries, 50 to 60% of my spend is going to go to US, and then another 10 to 20% is, UK, Australia, Canada, and then the rest usually goes to Europe. And I find I'd rather just give Facebook all the countries that I can ship to and let it find me customers regardless of where they are. So that is it for that. Then no exclusions, no reporting, daily budget. I'm going to go ahead and set mine just because I'm being very aggressive on this test to 250. I recommend a minimum of 100, and you have the cost caps there as downside protection. So that way, in the event that you do spend, ideally it will be at your cost cap target. All right, so now we're going to set our testing cost caps, or our actual cost caps, since we're pretty much finished with the ad set and campaign setup on Facebook. So we're going to go to our product detail inside of DSers, and basically we're just going to find our total cost out the door. So with shipping, our total cost of goods on this is about $29.99. I'm going to set my sale price at $79.99, which leaves me about a 62% gross profit margin. Now, normally I will shoot for minimum of 70%, but because this is more of a higher ticket item, I actually want to see and give it the best chance of selling. And I think a lower price point is something that will attract more new customers and make them more likely to buy. So I'm willing to stomach a little bit less of a lower profit margin if it means a potential higher conversion rate. So that being said, we're now going to calculate all of the numbers that we need for our cost caps and to put back into our campaign name. So I have the sheet here. If you want a copy of this, it should be linked in the description. Basically, we're just going to fill in the metrics with all of our numbers here. So I have my average order value of $79.99. We're going to put our cost of goods here at $29.99. And I need to format this because actually, hang on, let me get the other sheet. All right, sorry about that technical difficulty, but we're back. So I have the sheet here, and this is the one that will be linked below. But basically, we fill in our average order value, $79.99, cost of goods. Then we set our profit target. So again, I shoot for anywhere from 20 to 30%, depending on how much profit you desire to make on every transaction. So this is going to get spit out once you fill that in a few different numbers. Our break-even cost per acquisition. So how much we can spend to acquire a customer to break even, how much we can spend to acquire a customer to hit our profit target of 25%. And so this changes depending on what your profit target actually is. But I would say 20, 25% is usually a good benchmark to shoot for. And then our testing cost cap target, this is basically set to 20% below whatever our break-even KPI is. And generally speaking, I'll usually shoot for or throw this in as my testing cost cap. If I want to be more aggressive, I'll set it to the actual break-even point, which for this specific product, I'm probably going to go with our $38 cost cap here. So we're going to now bring this into the naming conventions. Break-even is 47, profit target is 31, and our testing cost cap is 38. Back in the naming conventions, we're just going to add this in right here, 47, profit target. Okay, profit target 31, testing cost cap 38. Okay, cool. So now we basically have our product title, we have our break-even CPA, our profit target CPA, and our testing cost cap right here. So now we're going to go down and we're going to throw this in just like that. $38 cost per result goal targets. Okay, cool. And then that is basically it for the setup. So now let's go ahead and jump into the ad level and start adding in some creatives. All right, so on the ad level, we're going to use a very basic setup. You can leave the ad name. You can call it basically whatever you want. Not super important, to be honest. We'll go into the ad setup. We're going to use flexible ad format for this, and we're going to uncheck multi-advertiser ads. Flexible means basically that we can just dump in a bunch of images, videos, etc., and allow Facebook to just optimize the delivery based on where it can get the best performance. So let's go ahead and add in some videos really quick. Alrighty, so we got ahead and uploaded a bunch of videos. So I'm just gonna throw them in just like that. Debating if I want to actually add some images, but this is a product that definitely has a lot of wow factor just because of if you actually watch the creative. Wait, there we go. Okay, so yeah, this product has just a bunch of wow factor to it, like when people actually use it. So I think the video just makes more sense, but to be honest, I'm still gonna be using my very basic setup here with the headline. Not gonna get too fancy with it. Just going to grab my product description, which I wrote with ChatGPT. Not even going to waste time with ad copy or headlines. And I'm going to grab the URL just like that. I think the video speaks for itself, to be honest. And then Advantage plus creative optimizations, we're going to turn those off. We're going to set this to shop now. And then let's see. Oh, wait, I put the URL in the description. Let's go like that. All right. Should be good to go very shortly here. Okay, cool. And then all you got to do is preview the URL. Just make sure it's going to the right landing page before you accidentally send it to the wrong one. And then if you have any URL parameters, if you're using any third-party tools, WeTrack, Northbeam, Triple Whale, add them in here. I'm just using the native Facebook attribution for this account right now. So once you've added in the videos, you've got the primary text, you've got the headline, you are 1000% good to go. And just do one last check through your settings. More often than not, you're going to find something that is incorrect. So go in, double check, and once you're done, go ahead and press next, and then you can press publish. And that is it, guys. That is how I am setting up testing campaigns right now, as of late, using cost caps to be able to test products on my general store as quickly and efficiently as possible. And using cost caps to be able to mitigate my downside and reduce my downside such that my campaign's only going to spend if it can actually generate me conversions at a profit. Worst case scenario, it doesn't spend. Best case scenario, it spends. And if it does spend, it's going to be at target. So there's literally no world where you lose. And if you're setting up campaigns this quickly, you can very easily see how within the span of like an hour or two, you can get up easily 15 to 20 products using this method. And as you can see, I'm testing, quote, problem solving products or products that require video ads or more visual demonstrations using this exact setup and method. So we're going to let this run, see how it spends for the day. Very, very high daily budget for this. But again, I have a lot of confidence because I have that cost cap in place to be able to protect my downside. And I have that confidence knowing if I do spend, it's going to be at my target anyways. So if you guys want to see an update to this video, let me know. If you want to see how this product actually does, it's not loading right now. I have no clue why. Maybe I broke Facebook. Wouldn't be the first time Facebook's acted out. So here's that product. If you guys want to see an update and follow up to this video to see how this test actually went, then let me know in the comments below in this video. Otherwise, hope you got a ton of value out of this as always. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Now, if you want to see exactly how I set up testing campaigns like this in further detail and even more detail as to how I pick products, how I build stores, how I scale stores from $0 to $1,000 a day, then check out God Tier Ecom. It's the first link in the description. It's my private course and community. We're trying to make a push to win the school games right now. So that means the price is the lowest it will ever be. So if you want access to my complete masterclass, as well as 3 weekly Q&As, one monthly workshop, a free one-on-one coaching call, as well as $1,000 worth of free shared spy tools, which is how I found this product and know it's doing over $300,000 in revenue, then check out the first link in the description. There's a 7-day money back guarantee, so you can try it 7 days. If you hate it, you can leave and get your money back. So if you want access to that, the masterclass, the Q&As, the one-on-one coaching, the thousands of dollars worth of spy tools, God Tier Ecom, first link in the description. Otherwise, hope you got a ton of value, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.